Ethan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Takes it at the 7. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals getting set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbound. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught by Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, we're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Leonard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground with Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And this one is incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He finds Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fisher. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Cook again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Cook.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. This one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it?
Touchdown! Isaiah Hodgins from 4 yards out. And the Bengals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Back to throw. Fisher. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Peyton. It's complete to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cook up the gut. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. But this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fisher. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. On the move past the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They run it again with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.